Hey. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So it's a wrap for today's action in the PSL. But let us talk about the big games, the big clubs, right? So first of all, at the FNB Stadium, that was a 3 p.m. kickoff between Kaizer Chiefs, high-flying Kaizer Chiefs, taking on, relegation-threatened Richards Bay FC, who have had a very horrendous record, like I said earlier on before. They've had a horrendous 2023. And also they're the team that have got the second worst record in the league. You understand? And obviously both of these teams needed the 3 points. Both of these teams came into this game with contrasting fortunes, right? Kaizer Chiefs were intending to continue their 100% winning streak following the back-to-back away victories. As for Richards Bay, they were hoping to grab their 3 points. There are 3 points for only the third time this season in the league, right? So coming into this one, right, it was a much anticipated clash, okay? Kevin Johnson, interim coach of Kaizer Chiefs, was actually buoyed by the fact that some of his key players did return to the squad and were fully fit for selection in this game against the Natal Ridge Boys. And those players that I'm talking about is key man Ashley Dupree, as well as Tebogo Potsane, as well as Dylan Solomons. They were all fit and ready for selection in this particular encounter. And obviously, the fan favorite, Ashley Dupree, Kaizer Chiefs fans were very excited to see that, he's very fit. He has recovered from that long injury spell that he had since that 1-0 cup defeat to Amazulu about a month ago. He has returned to full fitness. So let's start with the game, right? The first 45 minutes of the game. What can I say, man? To be honest with you, I'm really not convinced with Kaizer Chiefs' performance. Yes, they did get 3 consecutive victories on the spin, right? For the first time since last season, all right? But then this is the first time this season that they've actually been able to win 3 games on the trot. Yes, it is a positive, understanding the fact that they've won 3 in a row, and they've kept 3 clean sheets in a row. So that's also a great sign of things. Hopefully that things will change. Hopefully that this is a turnaround in terms of their fortunes this season. And remember, it must also be noted is that Kaizer Chiefs, whenever they've won this season, they've only conceded about 4 times. They've only conceded 4 times in all competitions whenever they've won a game of football this season. You understand? They've only conceded 4 times when they've won the game. So which does say it's not because of their defense. It's not because of their defense, because I feel like there's a lot of work that needs to be done in their defensive unit. Because when I looked at that defensive partnership between Kevin Msimango and Edmilson Dove, there's a lot of gaps in between those two defenders. Luckily, Kaizer Chiefs were just assisted by the fact that Bruce Vuma was highly alert. You understand? The goalkeeper made some telling saves, denying Sanele Barnes from range, right? And Kaizer Chiefs did also have a few half chances. As we saw, Pule Modi, he did cut onto his favorite right foot, forcing a shot, but it was only blocked by former Kaizer Chiefs defender Austin Dube. We also saw Christian Saile got into the game. He had his first chance of the game, only to hit the side netting. He did well to actually use his strength, use his body weight to actually get, the ball onto his favorite left foot and actually force a good shot. It was a decent shot, actually. We all thought it went into the back of the net, but unfortunately, it only hit the side netting. And as we saw, Kaizer Chiefs came into this game with 2 changes from that team that beat Polokwane City by a 1-0. We saw Jason Gonzalez, the Colombian, coming in for Ranga Chivaviro up front. And then we also saw Edson Castillo replacing Sibongiseni Mteto, who is currently away based on family commitments. So those are the only 2 notable changes from the Kaizer Chiefs team coming into this clash, right? And as for Edson Castillo, he did make quite of an impact, trying to combine with his South American compatriot, Jason Gonzalez. But as you could see, Gonzalez was really not in the game, he really does not offer Kaizer Chiefs that much, in terms of like making those runs off the ball, making those diagonal passes, trying to play his teammates, trying to keep possession, like some of the basic things that you would expect from a center forward. A center forward must have the ability to hold on to the ball whenever he has it at his feet, irregardless of whatever happens, right? And wait for support to actually play some of his teammates. And a center forward should be able to make those, critical runs, those crucial runs off the ball. You understand? Those are some of the things that I did not see from the Colombian striker, Jason Gonzalez, in the first half. He did have a poor first half, and he hasn't hit the ground running for Amakosi. And a lot of Kaizer Chiefs fans are really getting impatient. They would rather prefer Dupree, as their striker, and then Saile with Modi on the wings, or maybe Saile as the sole striker and then Dupree on the right wing, as well as Pule Modi on the left wing. But as for Pule Modi, he did score that wonderful solo goal. It was a goal of individual brilliance against Polokwane City. But in this particular game, he was, like I said, and it's something that I've been saying about Pule Modi, he hasn't shown that consistency. He is a player who's very capable of doing something for Kaizer Chiefs, because he has made an immense contribution so far for Kaizer Chiefs. In every game that he has scored for Kaizer Chiefs, it has been a winning goal. Kaizer Chiefs are yet to lose a single game whenever Pule Modi has found the back of the net. So which does tell you that Pule Modi has made an immense contribution to Amakosi this season. But then the problem is he's very inconsistent. In today's game, he was really not at his best. He was not as effective as you would expect, but he did actually play a role in terms of like leading to the goal. He's the one who found those pockets of space, actually giving the ball to Yusuf Mart. Yusuf Mart made a midfield splitting pass. As you could see, that Richards Bay midfield was scattered. You understand? There was no order in the Richards Bay midfield. Yes, Kaizer Chiefs dominated throughout the first half, but they did not make the most of their possession up until that time when Yusuf Mart found that key pass that actually set Nkosi Pilile Ngcobo free. And Nkosi Pilile Ngcobo was in acres of space. And what a wonderful shot from outside of the box, straight into the bottom left corner of the goalkeeper to give Kaizer Chiefs the 1-0 victory. Let me just say, the 1-0 victory, but let's say the 1-0 lead just 3 minutes before halftime, right? And that was Nkosi Pilile Ngcobo's first goal in 2 years, right? Basically his 7th goal for Kaizer Chiefs overall since he made his debut under Kevin Hunt in the 2020-2021 season. Another thing that is actually worth noting is that Mshini had a great game, to say the least. He was one of the players that were very lively. But unfortunately for Mshini, despite the fact that he did score a brilliant goal, he was giving too many passes away. He was passing the ball, giving too many back passes when it was not necessary, instead of actually giving more forward passes. You understand? As an attacking midfielder, or perhaps if you're holding or an attacking midfielder, you should aim to play the passes forward and not backwards. You understand? And Kaizer Chiefs have a tendency of just keeping hold of the ball for too long instead of releasing the ball very quickly, right? And that's what I've also seen with Kaizer Chiefs, is that as they do string along those passes, there's not a lot of movement of the ball. That's why they struggled in this game against Richards Bay. They struggled to break down this Richards Bay FC team. Yes, Richards Bay did have an opportunity here and there. Mbutuma, he did have a header, which was easily saved by Bruce Vuma. It did not trouble Bruce Vuma, really. But then one thing that is actually to be considered, worth noting, is that as for Kaizer Chiefs, Kaizer Chiefs really need to work on that, like the important things like movement of the ball, creating those spaces, you understand? Moving, into, providing those defense splitting passes. Like, yes, that pass, that assist by Yusuf Mart to set Nkosi Pilile Ngcobo free, that was the first real, threatening pass that actually Kaizer Chiefs got correct throughout the game, irrespective of the fact that they were dominant. But, you do have to also understand the fact that Richards Bay FC is not really a strong team, because for Kaizer Chiefs, they were very subpar. Their performance was so subpar. They were very lethargic, and you could see this is a team that did not show any sort of enthusiasm, despite the fact that they did get all 3 points. Because the team of Kaizer Chiefs is caliber. When you look at how weak this Richards Bay FC team is, they are very weak, to say the least. You'd expect the team of Kaizer Chiefs' caliber to at least score like 4 or 5 goals and wrap up the game. As simple as that, and not actually wait and waste chances. Because another thing, Kaizer Chiefs were very wasteful in front of goal. Even in the second half with Sile, right at the beginning of the second half, Sile did not have to play that ball with power. He did not have to put in too much power into that cross. He just had to put it nice and low to give Gonzalez a chance of actually reaching that ball. You understand? Maybe we shouldn't be too harsh on Gonzalez. Yes, I understand he does not offer much to Kaizer Chiefs, but sometimes the service also is really below par, because Sile could have done better. He didn't have to hit that with too much power. He just had to place the ball on the ground across, across, to give Gonzalez some sort of a chance to actually maybe get his first, Kaizer Chiefs goal. And another thing, in the second half, there was really not much, to separate the two sides. Give credit to Bruce Vuma. He was far awake. And also give credit to Msimango. He also did very well defensively. But although, like I said, the defense of Kaizer Chiefs is very... there's a lot of question marks for that Kaizer Chiefs defense, because they were just very fortunate that they were playing against a side that is really not clinical. A side that, has got the second worst, goal scoring record so far this season. They don't really have the quality in front of goal, so they're not really that type of opposition that can really hurt you and punish you for your mistakes. So they were just very fortunate, Kaizer Chiefs, and that's why I'm saying that Kaizer Chiefs really need to focus on those critical areas, such as keeping ball possession, making those key runs off the ball, and fixing their defensive unit, ensuring the fact that, they don't leave too many gaps in between themselves, right? Let's also go to the big one, Peter Mokaba Stadium in Polokwane. Second versus third. We were all looking forward to this one, right? So coming into this one, both teams were only separated by a point. SuperSport United being on 26 points in second place, and as for Orlando Pirates, they were in third place with only 25 points. So a win for either of these teams would see them going to second position, right? Unfortunately, SuperSport came out victorious with a 3-1 victory, convincing 3-1 victory at home once again against Orlando Pirates at the Peter Mokaba Stadium. And again, this stretches their unbeaten record at home against Orlando Pirates. Like I said, Orlando Pirates have never won an away game against SuperSport United since the 24th of November 2014. So now this record stretches to a decade now. It's now going to be a decade since Orlando Pirates were able to claim victory away from home to Matsatsantsa Pitori, right? So the game started as follows. Pirates came into this one with a 6-match unbeaten run, winning 5 out of 6 in those games. As for SuperSport United, they were fresh from their first victory in the CAF Confederations Cup group stages, and they've only won 3 out of their last 6 games, right? So both of these teams were coming into this one at least with something to show for it, to actually give them that sort of morale boost to say, look, we need to come into this game and secure all 3 points. And nothing less than 3 points was negotiable for both of these sides, right? And guess what? Orlando Pirates took the lead in the early stages of the game. Remember, they were also without the suspended Patrick Masangwani, and they were also without the injured Vincent Pule. Unfortunately, it was confirmed late before the kickoff that Vincent Pule was not indeed available for selection, but he is making his recovery to full fitness following that injury that he did sustain in that 1-0 victory over TS Galaxy at the Orlando Stadium about 2 weeks ago, right? So coming into this one, they were without their key man, Patrick Masangwani, against his former club after being suspended for receiving his 4th caution of the season in that 2-1 away victory to Golden Arrows on Sunday afternoon. Coming into this one, right? First of all, Orlando Pirates took an early lead. That was some great play, some neat interchanging play. That was a great defensive splitting pass by Miguel team. Great defensive splitting pass. Hoto in the right position, right time, made it that crucial run, crossing the ball into the danger zone. As you can see, it was not an offside. Great goal by the right back, Fortune Makaringa, which is his first goal since April last year. The last time Fortune Makaringa found the back of the net was in April last year. So that was his first goal in over a year. And how much of a confidence booster is that for him? On the side of SuperSport, very poor defending. They were just caught napping. They were ball watching, especially Lyle Lakay. He could have done better. He was supposed to track the run off. Fortune Makaringe, he was just ball watching. He found himself in a situation where he was ball watching, he was caught napping. But then SuperSport from that point onwards, they really showed more intent. They were more dominant from that point onwards, ever since they went behind early on in the game against Orlando Pirates, right? SuperSport created so many meaningful chances. You understand? They were just like half chances. But you could sense that eventually they were going to get the goal. They were going to get the goal. And guess what? That's exactly what happened. A combination of the youngsters. Mahaman, again. Mahaman, again. Defense splitting pass. What a pass that was. And again, it started when Orlando Pirates had a great attack. Lodge combining with Mahopa, but Mahopa was very poor. Very casual. He's the one who cost Orlando Pirates dearly with that casual touch, because there was a clear goal-scoring opportunity for Orlando Pirates based on, you could see how they were attacking. You could see the acres of space that, they were in, the Orlando Pirates attackers. Due to the fact that SuperSport, obviously, they are now chasing the game. They are behind. They were leaving those gaps in between the midfield and the defense. And Orlando Pirates were supposed to capitalize on that and actually get their second goal. Mahopa, once again, poor touch, which actually eventually led to the goal. SuperSport won possession, set Mahaman free. Mahaman, what a great defensive splitting pass. Grobler was in an offside position, so that was not meant for Grobler. As I said, Miguel Campbell, the 18-year-old teenager. The 18-year-old teenager getting his first goal at professional level since being promoted from the multi-choice Dstv challenge team. His first goal for the club, and what a way to score it against the Buccaneers. Great equalizer, great goal, right into the top corner, giving goalkeeper Melusi Buthelezi no chance of actually saving that one. Right, that was a great goal from Matsatsansa Pitori, And from that point onwards, SuperSport United were dominant. They were very dominant. Even going into halftime, they were very dominant. Second half, again, dominance. Before that, remember, even Pirates did also have an opportunity to double their lead. Shortly before that equalizer, we saw Kimvudi, the in-form Congolese, brilliant dribbling wizard, Karim Kimvudi. He had a wonderful opportunity, great combination between him and Thembinkosi Lodge. Unfortunately, it just missed the target. It just went slightly wide. And you could tell this was a player that is actually booming on confidence. Karim Kimvudi. That was a great curler. Unfortunately, he was just unlucky to miss the target. Yeah, it was a great game of football to actually watch, but Orlando Pirates were just let down by their wayward passing. Yeah, their passes were just wayward. Wayward passing, lack of ball control, decision making was very poor, and again, defensively they were exploited. Defensively they were also very poor. And give credit to SuperSport United. SuperSport United were far better than Orlando Pirates in this game. Tactically, they were far better than Orlando Pirates strategically. They were far better than Orlando Pirates on the ball as well as off the ball. They were far superior than Orlando Pirates throughout the game, since even going down in the early stages of the game. SuperSport showed more intent. It just reminds you of that Barcelona and Girona game. It's a clear reminder of the Barcelona and Girona game. You understand? Clear reminder. Where you could tell the underdog, Girona, were far better than FC Barcelona on the ball as well as off the ball. Right? Including what SuperSport just did. They did not allow the Orlando Pirates midfielders to play. They did not allow the Orlando Pirates midfielders any sort of room, to actually play and, create, meaningful opportunities. Like, look at how Miguel team the freedom he didn't have it because SuperSport were on his case throughout the entire game. Miguel Tim, you know the type of player he is. He's very comfortable on the ball. He likes turning a lot. Whenever he receives the ball, he turns to pick a pass. SuperSport did not give him that sort of opportunity. They did not even allow him to do that. You understand? And guess what? SuperSport took the lead again in the second half. This is a guy we know. It's a familiar face, guys. Bradley Grobler. Getting his 6th league goal of the season. And, he just loves scoring against Orlando Pirates, man. He's the top goal scorer in this fixture. And he hadn't scored against Orlando Pirates in 5 games. He has broken that drought once again. And coming into this one, he hadn't scored in 4 games. Now he has broken the drought. And guess who was at the heart of things once again? Man of the match, Miguel Campbell. From the corner, crossing the ball into the danger zone. Bradley Grobler was unmarked, free header. You couldn't expect anything less than him to find the back of the net, giving Matsatsantsa Pitori the 2-1 advantage. And the game was sealed. Straight up. Orlando Pirates made so many blunders in front of goal. Zakhele Lepasa missed 2 great chances. 2 great chances to actually get his team level pegging. But hey, it's one of those games. It speaks to the fact that while Zakhele Lepasa has dipped in terms of form, his form has really dipped. He started the season like a house on fire, but he has actually dipped in terms of form. He missed 2 crucial chances, which could have gotten Orlando Pirates straight into the game, leveling up proceedings at 2-2. But guess what? Like they say in football, you don't take your chances, you'll be punished. That was so horrendous, and they were punished. Again, a goalkeeping error. A goalkeeping error by Melusi Buthelezi. Unnecessary. That was so unnecessary. It reminds you of that mistake that Brandon Peterson made against Mamelodi Sundowns in the second leg semi-final. Same mistake. And he was punished. Great goal. The man of the match, Miguel Campbell, 18-year-old, punishing Melusi Buthelezi for that error. Matsatsantsa Pitori, all 3 points sealed. Now they are on 29 points, second. You understand? They now increase the gap between them and Orlando Pirates. So now they're only separate. They lead Orlando Pirates by 4 points. And in tomorrow's game between Cape Town City as well as Mamelodi Sundowns, obviously Mamelodi Sundowns are the runaway leaders, right? Cape Town City have the chance to actually close the gap, to go into to leapfrog Orlando Pirates into 3rd position. Remember, Orlando Pirates and Cape Town City are on 25 points. They are level. Only a better goal. Orlando Pirates only have a better goal difference. Orlando Pirates are in 3rd. Cape Town City are in 4th. Orlando Pirates only have a better goal difference. That's why they are ahead of the Citizens. So victory for the Citizens against Mamelodi Sundowns, which might prove to be unlikely, but anything is possible in football. And remember, bear in mind, Cape Town City will be without Khanyisa Mayo, the suspended Khanyisa Mayo, who did receive his marching orders in that Cape Derby against Stellenbosch, which was a 1-0 defeat for the Citizens. So victory for the Citizens over Mamelodi Sundowns will see them leapfrog Orlando Pirates into 3rd. And then obviously victory for whether Mamelodi Sundowns draw or they win or they lose tomorrow, they'll still be topping the table by Christmas and New Year, as well as going into the AFCON break. Congratulations once again to SuperSport United and Kaizer Chiefs.
And then, of course, tomorrow concluding the pre-Christmas program as well. So, 2 changes here for Kaizer Chiefs after the victory over Polokwane City. Edson Castillo back in the starting lineup. There was an injury this week to Simon Sigeni, the home side today. He's opposite number Wineka at the back. And here is the lineup for Richards Bay. They have made plenty changes after their last match. Injury to Jackson Mabukhwani means a return in goal for Salim Magula, who looks as if Richards Bay will get matters underway. They're in the white today. Castillo, the 2 internationals in the side, foreign internationals. There's Modi, might be in the Cup of Nations squad if he continues his good form. 4 goals for the club. Castillo goes for goal. Looking to bend it. Frosler now to Mart. Playing for Songo after a very good season actually for Royal AM last campaign. Now headed by Mart. Here's Morty, comes away with it. There's a run from Sali on the far side. Morty might go on his own. Shot was blocked. And then a bit of a hasty clearance at the back from Magula. Vuma's virtually handed Richards Bay another opportunity. And Daba across the middle. Chance to turn here for Dube. Looking for a goal against his old team, having done it already once before.
He got it into the danger area. Well set up. He had time. So much time. And you normally say defenders can shoot, right?
Yes. He's really determined today. Butuma now challenging, ball inside to Barnes, first touch. Oh, good shot. Forces the save out of Vuma.
I can't share that story on TV. That was quite fun. That's a good shot.
Let's just look at that save again from a different angle from Vuma.
Full lashes. And Milson tried to put pressure on target, unlucky.
Coming up for the half-hour mark here at Soccer City. Barnes is okay and combines with Gumede with a free kick. Strong header away by Reed Frosler. Good run here from Castillo. That's a lovely ball as well from Santi. Castillo across, looking for Gonzalez. Knows how important it is for these fellow South American to get his name on the score sheet today. He has the quick counter, ball through for Gumede, out comes Vuma. Nice idea from Barnes.
Timbo saying we've got to try and exploit certain spaces. Got there well. Good block, very timeous, and this is Barnes with the supply.
You from a generation, Brian Mate, where December was for holidays, not for football.
You're right, but then again, we all played in Coyandos.
That's an extra bit of catch, yeah. Here's Siley now, gets the shot in! Side netting. Part of the crowd are jumping up and down with joy and now realizing it was off target.
Take that seat, lady. Yes, it's about time. Ball switched. Gets it. It's in the box. Yes, improvise. Use your strength. You're lucky that he could not get it on target. Once he's in that sort of area, he's unstoppable.
No ball with space. He has a chance now for Chiefs. Left-footed effort in the back of the net. That's his first goal in 2 years. Ignoble. They opened up a little bit like the Red Sea, and he took his opportunity, puts it past Magula, and Kaizer Chiefs are in the lead. And Ignoble, who last scored against Maritzburg on this day 2 years ago.
It's a little bit pedestrian, but he's gets set up by Mark. He gets invited into the area because no one is putting him under pressure. And he has ample time to pick the spot, looks around for options. He takes, I'm going to improvise, go for it. And he gets it so right. It's a beautiful goal. Well taken, full laces. And no chance for Salim Magula. Deserves it. Jersey number 12.
Noble's 7th of his Kaizer Chiefs career to Peter Mokaba Stadium for the game on the 30th as well. Next Saturday, both of those matches. Now, here's Siley. Can he double it? Ball into the middle, looking for Gonzalez. It was I'm not sure how to describe that pass. Now, Gonzalez again.
I was struggling. Of course, he hits it hard, which nothing wrong with that, because if it deflects from the goal, whether he can see who he's trying to pass, that's another thing. But the intention is quite clear. He's asking for it. But just as it gets near, he misses him.
Defender was Dube.
Yeah.
Gonzalez went.
Quite a number of players. Amos Mkari comes from that area.
Header from Butuma is wide of goal. There's a high ball here from Barnes.
aimed at.
Now Barnes with another set piece. Chance for Richards Bay to get themselves back in this game. It's a low one, straight at Yusuf Mart. Abel Mabasa puts that high in the air, and his ex-Cape Town colleague Ed Nilsson will come away with it. Noble and Frosler all over the top here for Mordi. Magula comes out, and well, the claim there is he perhaps handled outside of the area. Referee says play on. Here's the call. Nothing wrong there. Feet were out, ball wasn't. They line up, but we do expect changes will come soon now. These players will be wilting a little in the heat. Here is a chance for the run for Gumede. Gumede with a tight angle. That's some fine defending from Msimango.
Easy for him, and I'll tell you why I say it was made easy for him. Sometimes you've got to be very brave. Take a shot, because the minute you have a second touch and you had left the defender, it allows him to recover.
Dstv will have their fourth. Out comes Vuma, misses. Now Ndaba back in again, high ball to the back post. Sundwana was there. Spectacular effort from Mhlongo, doesn't come off, and now the counter with Mordi. He's got the pace. Mabaso stayed back to help with the defense. Finds Sali. Mart goes for goal. Zale is frustrated again because he was calling for it. He was hoping for a little chip inside.
Just need to go back and chill. To recharge.
Neka in there. Oh, a little knock on by Maketang, and then cleared off the line, and now away from that was Ngobo. Here's the other Ngobo now, or actually the player rather. Away he goes. Match for pace by Young Ndaba.
Of course, he operated on the right-hand side, now is switched on to the left-hand side. And now with Dupree here, having come on, it means he'll probably lead the front line.
Let's talk you through the changes. Well, as you can imagine, there's a whole host of changes, starting in goals where Ricardo Goss returns in place of the now suspended Washington Arubi, also back into that starting lineup. You'll see the likes of Bradley Grobler, man who scored the most goals. Daniel Gavin Hunter leading the side once again. Let's look at Orlando Pirates then in their side for this afternoon. Well, I mentioned Tapanakoki as well. The captains returns to captain the side. There's a start as well for Tembinkosi Lodge within amongst the attackers with away from home. It's SuperSport United who get us underway. Grandmother man kicks off.
That SuperSport are suffering from at the moment. Not too many players, but equally so is Orlando Pirates. Look at the two fullbacks. I thought maybe it's the strategy from the coach.
That's a great ball slipped in here. Hot oh! And a chance here for Orlando Pirates to open the scoring. What a start! And it's Fortune Makaringa playing as a right back this afternoon that pops up with a goal. That's Fortune Makaringa. SuperSport United hit on the break there. Makaringa with his first of the season. What a time to get it as well.
Who obviously knows how to rock into that spot. And it's Lodge actually who delivers the cross. And ball watching is caught. I'm just showing the look who was the defender on that far side who was caught netting.
Yeah,
number 12,
Lake facing his own goal there.
Yeah.
Ball seemed to take a deflection on its way through there as well, but Makaringa with his first goal. Now could be a chance at the other side. Laid up here for Bradley Grobler. What a tackle and what a challenge from Olisanda. In fact, you see he's upset because the call is for a goal kick.
I'm not sure why Campbell didn't take a strike there. Maybe not too sure about his right foot, but certainly it was open for him. That first touch lets him down, but still, I think it was a good decision to pass it to a more reliable attacking player. But that's why that tackle from there was brilliant. But
much of him there. So let's see what Pirates, SuperSport United can do. It's going to be Johannes. Keeps rising.
Unfortunately so. you go for power, the likelihood of that shot will end up. And he tries to get it over the wall, which for somebody coming from the right-hand side will have gone for that far post. Then you are able to generate a bit of power and still get it right.
Ball floated in towards E. It was Nda
Okoni.
Okon.
Yeah.
Ime Okon. Just a little bit too heavy, that one. Looking for the blindside run.
It's a strange name.
Goes for a quick one. Nice ball into the box here. Cut back. Johannes frustrated there with his nose. They should have made more of it. Great quick thinking, though.
Yeah. Between the two, they read the decision very well.
Of the back-to-back Premiership titles. Pirates not clearing their lines. Now they get it away. Oh, caught in possession. And very nearly could have been in all sorts of trouble there. SuperSport United. It's a foul.
I think who have controlled that midfield very well.
As you say, that there could be something for them here. Lodge teeing it up here. Kim Voidi. Oh, that would have been magnificent. What a goal that would have been. Kim Voidi. And that's, we'll have a look how close he came here for his second goal for Orlando Pirates.
Oh, you know, when the ball is going across, the balance, the upper body balance of the goalkeeper is towards his right, and that ball is played across to his left.
We'll have a fixture for the second season in a row, and then also had a match on that. Now with Adisa there, leaning back on that one, back over not beating another Soweto Giant. Or that's Moroka Swallows. Great stuff from Nzondlo here, engaging Utladisa. Johannes goes with him. Good work from Utladisa. Kimfuidi couldn't turn. That's going to be a corner. But defending from SuperSport United, you don't want to stay there too long. Now, that's a great ball. That flag up was offside, though. Came a fraction of a second too late. And
you know what, Johannes was excellent there.
Held his line.
Yeah, brilliantly so. And unfortunately, Kimfuidi at the time. To think TT, with even so many losses, that they're still holding their second spot. That, for me, is how well Governor done at the beginning of the season.
More excellent work from Lodge, but Mahopa showed too much of it there. Magalman. Bradley Grobler needs to hold his line. He's currently in an offside position. That's a great ball. Campbell sneaking in from the blind side. Beautiful. Campbell, what a way to open his account.
That pass was meant for Grobler, if anything, but he anticipated and took the opportunity and ran ahead and placed it beautifully with his left foot. That was quality. Again, it's a pass, TT.
An excellent finish from the teenager, 18 years old. He's not angry, he's delighted. But it's been coming. If we're to be fair, SuperSport United, since going a goal down, would stay as they are. One thing we do know is that regardless of what happens this weekend, Sundowns will be top of the tree at Christmas. Lodge, what a ball, and what a poor first touch from Mahopa. Was he onside? The flag was down, yeah, because the signal is for. But we haven't had many draws in recent times between these two sides. The last season we had one, a scoreless draw.
Excellent work by Rota. Wasn't sure for player lacking behind him, was taking no chances.
Ndlovu with shuffling the ball out to Campbell. He's there in the fullback positions. Campbell's ball in, very dangerous. Oh! It's Bradley Grobler, the all-time leading scorer in this fixture. He loves to play against Pirates. He's got his 9th goal.
That he was supposed to plug that ball off the air. He just doesn't position himself that well or it's the wrong hand to use. In fact, he misses it altogether.
Completely. The easiest header. Grobler will score deadly from those positions.
An assist from the young man.
What a corner though. What a ball played in.
Yeah, Teles, this one he must take the blame here. If anything, he should have catch that. Paris hasn't been the forceful in attack.
Zonzo. The ball over the top here. Awkward bounce there. This is good stuff. And a chance here. Oh, miscued it. He miscued it. Zakela Lepasa.
Passing, you know, it gives the attacking player a chance to be able to pick his spot, and that's what Lepasa could not do there. Just maybe a dink over the oncoming goalkeeper would have done the trick.
Ball easily intercepted by Olisanda. A bit of urgency here about Pirates now. Great cutback from Lodge, and Lepasa again running onto it. And more frustration for the Pirates.
You know, it's a great wide run here. And Lodge peels wide, and he was able to squeeze the ball. First is Kimvidu and Lepasa all running into the ball, and both couldn't connect. I mean, Kimvidu first makes the pass and run into the box, and he's like in time to be able to side foot it into the back of the net. How lucky can you be? Yeah, that's the reaction you get from the stand.
That was a great cutback from Lodge. Much better from Ricardo Goss, more convincing. Now trouble here! Campbell will have the complete brace. Hadn't scored before tonight, now he has a brace. Oh, what a mess!
Yes, Butelezi once again. For me, I'm not sure what he wanted to do. In fact, he wanted to dribble past them, came in and stepped the sheep. Now look, it's a back pass, and he gets it. There's no immediate pressure. Then he tries to dilly-dally.
Oh my word. So what did he get booked for?
Possibly, I don't know. He thought maybe it was foul. There was no foul.
Oh, high-risk stuff there.
Yeah.
There would have been a foul there. There would have been a... He could have possibly... I mean, if he had
a red card.
Yeah. So credit to the youngster. He saw that the chance is on. Open net. Couldn't miss. Got himself a brace.